Bonjour everyone and welcome to Premier Sim Gaming League. We are here at the PS4 side of PSGL. We are here at Season 28 for F7 at Round 6 at the French Grand Prix. You guys might wonder why I said bonjour, but that's because we're at a very historic track here. We're at France. Very exciting track. We've missed a little bit of the qualifying, but that was just because I was just making sure that everything was set up, everything was good, the quality was set. But if it's not, it might just be your guys' internet, but always just make sure to update the quality so you get the most crisp looking on this tier. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing this tier solo yet again. Unfortunately, I'm not here joined with Tom Mole, but hope he's doing fine. I hope you guys are doing great as well. We're in the qualifying right now. I've got VTR Jochen, who has a 1:27.7 as the fastest lap. 2 tenths clear of LRS. LRS is actually at home Grand Prix, and also it is his birthday, so happy birthday to you, Ace. Wish you best of luck for the qualifying and the race as a fellow LR guy. Wish him a lot of luck. So there will be a little bit of pressure because, well, on your birthday you want to get the best result possible. Right now, looking like pretty good one though. But Emerald Russell though, crossing the left at 1:27.5, setting even more quicker than every other driver. But we've got Alex Pato. I'm assuming that's a reserve driver, or maybe it's just a gamer tag change. But yeah, I think it's a reserve. But he's going to be reserving in the Red Bull. Got a little bit wide there, but he's starting P4 off a 1:28 flat, followed for a Vero. Vero in a looks like a fairly close. We've got Stroll Do in 6th place, Vapor Hyperlin 7th, Sarakaya in 8th place, GML Panda in 9th, and then we're just waiting on the remainder of the drivers. We've got FRL Soul coming up to the chicane. But yeah, this race will just be a little bit of DRS action, but packed. But if it starts to provide some rain, then maybe it could change. But yeah, I'll tell you guys the information about the track very soon. But yeah, I think Russell's just yeah, he's finished his lap. But we'll go on board with someone who is on a lap. Tiramisu has got an invalidation. FRL Soul, we'll go on board with him. Coming through to turn 14 into the pit lane. So yeah, he was on the mediums, but he's obviously not want to set a time on them. What about Raji or Reggie? Raggy? I can never say that name because I tried to pronounce it before just so I didn't get it wrong, but I've completely messed it up. But Tiramisu is on his lap right now. He's got a purple set to 1 apparently. But yeah, that might actually be it because he has shown some fantastic pace this season, especially with his teammate SKR Old Wine. So it's been a Williams versus a Renault right now. I think Williams are going to be pretty comfortable with how their constructors is going, but just one Renault up there. I think we're missing. Actually, we've got 18 people, so we've not got a full grid. So we're missing Jordy. So yeah, this will be a major impact for teams if they're missing any of their teammates. But yeah, Williams, they'll be looking strong on board with Tiramisu still. Going through the turn 12 now. Pretty tricky corner because you've got that inside curb that you want to avoid completely. On to 14, coming through. On to 15. Just don't want to mess up the exit. You just go full power onto the acceleration, activating the DRS. Can Tiramisu get the pole position for the Williams? He gets third with a 1:27.8. Fantastic lap for him, getting past Ace. So Ace is gonna have to pick up a little bit of the pace because he's, I wouldn't say he's lacking, but he does need to. For him, how his race and where he's in the standings, you'd expect him to be a little bit higher. But I think that was Jochen, or he's just still there. Someone improved a lot, but I think completely missed it. I think it was Vero. I'm not too sure. I completely missed it. But Vapor Hyperlin, he's about to start his lap. Then now, I'll look at the comments in a quick minute. I'll actually look at them now. It's Delta F1. Thank you. Just making sure I didn't mess up that title. I think I did. No, I didn't actually. No, I didn't. But yeah, we've got E-Cos Dark Tuna or Tuna. Honestly, the pronunciation it's not been easy for me, but we'll stay on board with him though. Coming up to turn 11. It does make it a little bit more helpful that the turns are actually named on the bleeding boards. But if they get destroyed, then I'm just gonna be completely screwed. But a little bit of snap there. Obviously, this tier, sorry, not the track. This tier is line only, so we're gonna expect a bunch of lockouts from the drivers. It's not gonna be like just other tiers when you see them go full sandy. You're gonna see them being a little bit more cautious around here. There is a lot of runoffs, but there's a lot of bumpy parts. But Dark Tuna getting 5th place for the racing point with, oh jeez, going straight on. He obviously wants to get his lap done ASAP, but he's going to need to make sure not to do it in front of other drivers. But same with Vero's doing as well. Well, guess that's a way to get around the track easily. Just cut the whole thing. But Yoken actually getting pole position right there with a 1:27.4. I hate how it's highlighted in purple because it's almost impossible to see with this track just being bloody blue and red. But yeah, it's a very good lap for him. They're very, very close. Vero is set in 3rd place with 1:27.6. I will need to keep an eye on more of these people because there are a few laps that I'm missing. Oh, Old Wine, that'll be one to watch out for. Oh, someone just jumped up majorly there. Who was that? Well, that was Obi-Twan with a 1:27.2. So we've got a VER 1.2 right now. So we've got a VER 1.2 right now in the bag. Obviously they'll most likely be friendly towards each other as they're in the same esports. But when they're racing and they're not teammates, it'll be a different story. But we'll go on board with SK. I'm not gonna say it, I'm just gonna call him Old Wine. We'll go on board with Old Wine Easies. Coming up to turn 13 and now. Starting to memorize it a little bit. Turn 12! Ah, turn 12, and then this one's 13 somehow. It's like the tiniest little bit of a turn. But, yeah, we'll see where he can slump himself on the medium tire compound. Could it be even top 5 on the mediums? We'll see. A little bit of a shocking exit, but overall, though, looking like a good lap for him. We'll see what he can get. Gets 12th with a 1:28.5. Decent lap, but he does know that he can go much more quicker than that if he sticks on the soft compound. But we've got SHW Male or Mal. I think I remember this guy from last week, but I'm not too sure because, well, last week it was just a lot of chaos. It was honestly, there was so much stuff to go back on, but I'll have to look back at it in a minute. But we've got 5 minutes left of the qualifying, so we've got Obi-Twan on pole position right now for 1:27.2, being almost a 10, roundabout almost a half a 10 if we just stick that on the now. Yeah, half a 10, dead on 55 from the Emerald Russell, who I think actually has a seat now because he's made it every week. The time is ticking right now for the drivers to get out ASAP. I keep going on someone and they're always just cutting the corner. I don't know if there's anything like, I don't know if you're like, I think you're allowed to do that, but obviously just don't impede someone. Don't take my words for it, but it might be. Yeah, you're allowed to do this. So I will check it because this track I'm not too sure about it with stuff, but I'll just check it out now for you guys. Well, most of the drivers are getting ready for the finals. We're going with Rag. We actually got 3rd place with a 1:27.4. I was wondering where the time was there, but yeah, it's looking close between them now. It's looking like it's very close to the top 6. 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. It's almost like they're a ticking clock right now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then can someone get to the point? No. Oh, what's happening? Is Old Wine? Oh, he's hit low fuel. I was wondering. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it wasn't even a lap. Oh, that's good. Oh, that wouldn't have been good for him. Yoke not on it, getting ready for his getting ready for his lap, and he just sees a Williams in low fuel mode. But yeah, just make sure not to get anyone's laps. That's the only thing I can tell you guys. Don't block anyone. You're most likely get a qualifying ban, and don't DNF yourself, because from what I saw in another tier that I filled in for a commentator, if you kill your... oh, almost said the wrong term. If you DNF yourself deliberately, most likely you're going to be booted out the door from PSGL, and you don't want to be booted out of this league, because it's one of the leagues that provide the best racing here on PlayStation 4. But then again, PC takes that side, because PC has the quickest people in the whole F1 community. So PS4 is the second best, but then you have PSGL F1, which is probably most likely the pinnacle that you can go, which is actually tonight at 8 PM, I'm pretty sure. Oh, there's a racing point. Oh man, it's so distracting. I just see some random guy just like going off onto the runoff. That's literally what we're gonna see here, folks. We're most likely not gonna see a single DNF. But last week we were so close, guys. We were so close, and I was getting so excited. To people who were watching, I was getting so gassed, because I was literally like, right, this is gonna be the first time we have no retirements. Jordy and Stroll both DNF'd literally on the last lap. They just had to make it like another, like literally another 20 seconds, and they would have been across the line. We would have had 0 DNFs, and the DNFs just kept piling up. But hopefully this will be the race for you guys when we have 0 DNFs. But we've got 18 people though, not full grid, so it's not that big of an achievement. But if we can have all drivers finish this race, it'll be amazing. But Old Ryan is really wanting to stay on them mediums, and I'm confused why. Let's go on board with Jochen. He's about to start his lap. Nothing really too much to comment on, but because it is literally just straights, majority of the track, and it has a few cheeky chicanes included there, but I can't really diss the track, because the track is very historic from what I've heard in F1 history. But yep, guys, I'll give you some information. So we're here at France for the, probably going to pronounce the accent a little bit, but Le Castanet France, or the circuit you could say is Circuit Paul Ricard. There is 28 laps of racing provided here at F7. The lap distance is 5.842 kilometers, or to shorten up, 3.63 miles long. The C2 tires are most likely the soft, the C3s are the mediums, and the C4s are the hards. The predicted strategy is either a soft hards or a hard mediums. The pit stop is 23 seconds, so pretty close between the strategies, but that'll most likely be what Oldman is doing now. I actually kind of understand a little bit and why he's starting on them particular tires, but he will have to push out a really good lap right now. He's sitting in 14th place, he's on the fresh mediums, he's going to have to push it with all his might though, but Obi-Twan is still in pole position. But yeah, there's the checkered flag, everyone's getting ready for their flyers, but we're going to have to keep an eye on everyone now. So I'm just going to circuit through everyone, keep an eye. Rag is a 10th up, so this could be a close one. And he gets an invalidation just on to turn 12. He gets an invalidation. That's Tiramisu out, starting 8th place, or maybe lower if people start to improve on their times much more. But yeah, this will just be the decider. But we got JML Bueno crossing the line, beating his teammate by just half a tenth. Here we go. Gold Wine getting a little bit scared though of Stroll. I hope he didn't lose too much time, but you see the fuel bar absolutely flashing. You can tell he's put his modes down fully to get the car to be the lightest through the corners without any stiffness. But what about anyone else before I just keep an eye? Yeah, it's looking like Old One. We're going to keep an eye on him though. Coming through to turn 15. He's having a little bit of a lock-up. He's going to have to go full power. Activating the DRS. What lap is this going to be? Is he going to slice himself into the top 5 for this one? Oh, and he doesn't. He's actually lost time. He lost half a tenth. But yeah, he's indeed half a tenth down on his time, so he won't be improving. But can anyone else improve? I think it's just going to be a check flag. I'm going to be waiting for it. But here we go though. VER Obi-Twan, but to cross the line, I don't think he's going to be improving too much. But he is going to be the man starting on pole position here at Paul Ricard. The GOAT himself. Thank you, Tech. I appreciate it, man. Good luck in F6. I wonder if F6 has actually got rain in it as well. That's what's amazing about being a PSGL viewer, is that you can switch between each stream and see what each race is providing. So if you guys want to watch a wet race, you could go look for a wet race on one of the other ones, but I'll see what F4 is looking like. F4, yeah, it's just looking sunny skies. This track can provide a little bit of rain, but it's rare. But here we go though, VER Obi-Twan taking pole position here at France. I'll run you guys through the order. I just want to check and see what flag this is. Pakistan. I don't think he's actually Pakistan, so we're not going to read out the fan. But got VER Obi-Twan taking pole position, followed through his esports teammate Jochen, then Russell finishing third, not finishing, qualifying. Ace, Rag, Stro, Vero, Mail, Tiramisu, Dark Tuna, B Morgan, Soul, Alex Pato, Sarah Kaya, JML Bueno, and JML Panda. Old Wine starting 17th, so on the mediums as well. Then Vapor Harplane starting last, running off the grid in 18th place. So it's going to be a little bit odd seeing Old Wine at the back. Maybe he feels like he can do what he did at Austria. He does that alt strat on the mediums and it works near the end, because he did this before. If you guys tuned in with me and Tom, he did an alternate strategy, stuck on the mediums, and we didn't expect it to actually work. Meanwhile, everyone else was sticking on the hards, and by the time the hards actually died, his mediums started to like pick up the pace, and I genuinely think he demolished that race. And there's never really any race that you can say now so that someone's demolished, but he did amazing with his strategy. Just gonna check the standings real quick. I just wanna see what I'm talking about right here. So yeah, most likely we've got the Williams leading the constructors by around about 20 points. If you just round it off, around about 20 points, so it can be decided here. But obviously, we've only got one Renault. I'll run you guys through the standings, just if you guys are wondering, because sometimes you guys don't have access to it. But we have the championship leader here with 64 points, being Eller Ace. In second place in the standings, we have Old Wine, only 2 points behind Old Wine. Then we've got Tiramisu, the other Williams, a teammate of Old Wine, in third place with 23. Then we've got in fourth place at Vero with 22. Fifth we've got, who is that? That is B Morgan. And in sixth we have JML Bueno with 19. So B Morgan and JML Bueno are both tied on points. Then Carlos in 17 points in 7th place. Got the formation lap, which is good. But yeah, we have in 8th place Harperlin, 9th F1 Stro, 10th Surome, and then outside the top 10 standings we have VER Obi-Twan, Ecos Mazpin, Emerald Russell, JML Panda, Marcos Fall, Rag, Sarakaya, Vapor Soul, Fick, Panos, AMS, Jordy, Carson, Speclap, Hardy, Bolt Striker. Then the reserves, which have no points, we have Eller Ablaze, Alex Pato, who is actually here, and we've got VER Jochen. So we've got 2 reserves who are actually in pretty high positions. So it'll be very interesting for the drivers to try not get into a big fight with them, as they're only a reserve, but they still can't get points. So there's still points on the line. But I'll turn on the data though. There's the strategy, but then like I said, it's just a soft, medium, or hard, medium. I can't actually remember it now, but yeah, outside the top 10 we've got a few hard runners, a few mediums, and that is it. We've got no one outside the top 10 sticking on soft, because it'd be very clumsy. But yeah, the Constructors is fairly close, and the Championship is very, very close. So, don't go anywhere though, guys, because we've got a jam-packed race. It might be a little bit slow off the start, but I can guarantee once the strategies start to fly in and stuff starts to change, safety cars get deployed, VSCs, drive-through penalties, a little bit of spins, few penalties, this race will spice up. But just waiting on the drivers to line up on the grids, and the game will hopefully give me a good camera angle for the first time rather than me having to flick through it. But we'll just be waiting for it to work, and then we will go for the lights here at Paul Ricard. You can hear the drivers, the engines are revving, the crowd are screaming, and we're waiting for the lights. Here we go. 5 red lights, all lit up, and away we go to the Paul Ricard France Grand Prix. Looking like a good start for Vera Jochen. A little bit of timing glitch, but we'll just stay on board with it. A few drivers are ghosting, but it looks like Jochen going for the lead onto turn 1, onto Obertuan, and he's taking the lead. Looks like a battle between LR Ace and Russell for P3. Coming through, battling side by side into turn 3, but LR Ace backs out. But oh, on the racing point, it's a freeway battle between this. It's 2 Ferraris, and now we've got the Williams of Tiramisu battling with, who is that? That is the driver of Dark Tuna, and he gets past onto turn 7, getting the move done. He's just planted his car in the perfect time and getting the best exit. But then we've got Vero right behind Stroll, but I don't think he's got enough time to send it. But look, he's teetering for it, and he's not got the best run for it, so that's going to leave him open for the driver behind him. But Jochen though had a fire of a start though. Already he's putting himself in to first place with Russell in second and Obi-Twan into third, so he's just lost that advantage of being P1 and pushing more. Now he's going to just have to get past this DRS train. But Ace though, he's going to have a lot of pressure on himself because, well, it's his birthday and he's at his home Grand Prix. If he could do both of that on one of his birthday, it'd be amazing. But he's just got to be good at dealing with the pressure and worry about that at the end of the race when the result comes in. A few little bit of lockouts, but is there anyone going for any moves? Looks like the Red Bull of Alex, and he's round. He's went for the move just onto turn 15, and he hasn't got it done, so he's last place now, unfortunately. I don't know who that was that he sent the move on. I think it was Sol or someone else up further ahead. But 2 laps in, and already nothing's looking too bad. Every driver's looking for it, but Tiramisu, he's having none of it. He's sending it onto turn 3, having a bit of a wheel bang with the AlphaTauri into turn 4, and he's looking like he's wanting to try to give that move back, but if he lets it back, he's going to lose even more, and he's just been bashed off the track by the McLaren of Sol, and he's not only just lost 1 position for being nice, he's lost almost 3 positions. So it's always good to be the nice guy on the track, but he's lost a lot of positions for that. But everyone's sending it. B Morgan side by side with Sol. Is he going to send it done? And the inside, he's actually got almost got a double. Oh my god, what is going on? It's just a whole 5-way battle for P10 right now. So Terminus is just going to be looking in his rear mirrors and wondering what is on earth is going on right behind him. Now we're on to turn 10 now. Every driver, this is just for a point as well. Got Dark Tuna sending it on the inside, I'd assume, on Vero. But look at this train though, we've got an amazing train forming up, and the drivers will just be a DRS train, so the drivers have got a good taste of it at Zandvoort, so they'll know what they need to do and what it takes to get that position that you want. You're just going to have to launch it, but here we go. Old Wine, he's got to remember he's in the championship lead with the driver who's in 4th place, so if he doesn't get any points, it's going to be very lethal, because it's 2 points right now, separating them both. But it's looking fiery though, so oh, looked like Mal had a little bit of a scray there. Jochen just showing he's a force not to be reckoned with right now. He's in P1 by 1.2 seconds, but it's going to start to be closing. Russell's just going to try one to get in that DRS, but once you're outside of DRS from P1, you're pretty much vulnerable. But here we go, VR Obi-Wan. Where's he gonna go? The right, left, the right hand side, left. Goes for the left. It's gonna be a pretty straightforward move, and he's got it. Sarakai getting a 3-second time penalty, but we'll keep going through the grid. Yeah, it's just looking like a train, but we'll keep going through. Old Wine, he's gonna have to get around Soul ASAP because, well, his championship leader is literally just. Oh, Sarkat! Having a little bit of a snap there. That's gonna leave him lethal to JML Panda. If Panda actually sends it here, I will be genuinely surprised because they're separated by even like just 2 turns. But this isn't the sending place, and we're only in lap 3, so it's not time for any of these sends. But I'd say just do it once you feel like it's really necessary. Right now we're only 3 laps in. We've still got half of the race, or even just the whole race to go. Vero and Mala has a lot of snap in his car. Oh, that's JML Panda. JML Panda has lost it. I'm not too sure how he's done that, but it's just around turn 12. But yeah, 8 times. So he's gonna be in the DRS most likely, unless Jochen can kind of pull something out here. But oh, look at that though, from 11th to 10th, almost out. Well, no, they actually are out of DRS. So yeah, it's gonna be tricky for B Morgan to try hold up to the guys behind while trying to pace himself on them hard tires. Because if he was in that DRS train, he'd most likely be very good. But it looks like both of the ECOS drivers, actually teammates, are scrapping it out. Actually, I didn't see that there, but I saw one of them. He tapped a little bit of his wheel there, and he's just had to back off a lot. But both of these guys are, I think, are both reserves, so both being teammates as well. It's pretty lucky. But yeah, we'll check on the Rag actually has barely any ERS for the. So I was wondering, he did look like he was starting to lose a little bit of straight line speed, but overall though, into lap 5 once Jochen finishes with it. We'll see when the guys start to go, but no one seems to be sending it actually as much as I thought it was going to be. But maybe we have like a crossover point. Maybe it goes from like wet and then it goes to like dry just near the end. But yeah, the mediums are 1.1 seconds slower than the softs, and the hards are 1.7 seconds off the softs. The softs can last around about 8 laps, the mediums are 14, and the hard tires are 18 laps, if I'm pretty sure, from the sheet that I was looking at, and the pit window is like around about like 22 something, so either 0.5 or 0.4. But this new pit window though, well, I wouldn't say it's new, but it's the newer pit lane. It's much better than the other one when you actually have to go through turn 15 and then just turn the car to the right hand side instantly. Oh, here we go though, Tiramisu finally getting past Stroll through the DRS of the slipstream. That's basically what the moves are. We're gonna see, we might see a few cheeky moves onto turn 3, but overall though I don't think we'll see any more after that. But Stroll though, he might have the advantage that B Morgan actually has no ERS, but it's just trying to keep the car stable through here. And the mediums are 4 times quicker than the hards on your natural pace. Oh, he's looking for. He's not got. He didn't shift up right in time. He was worried there. And Stroll looks like he's losing it as well. So we've got a nice little train right here. So will B Morgan send it? We've got 2 of the front runners already pitting. Viewer getting a speed in the pit lane. Remember, guys, do not go cutting the lane. But Stroll goes insanely wide, and he's losing positions. That's the ones of Tiramisu. No, actually, Old Wine. Old Wine has to be forced to taken off that thing, but he's bashed into each other. They're both bashed into each other, completely side banging each other, and they're going side by side into turn 1. Who's going to yield? It's going to be neither of them. Oh, and he's broken. He's just gave Sarkai wing damage, and Stroll is round completely. So Stroll was literally just a bystander there. He went wide and just let everyone pass, and it looked like Alex Pato or Sarkai just slammed on the brakes, and it was just a chain effect there, domino effect between all the drivers there. So we've got 4 drivers who now have damage. Here we go, Alex Pato. So what's going on? Alright, there we go. I thought shady business was going to go on there between the 2 Red Bulls. Gima Bueno getting past both of the Red Bulls almost. But Gima Bueno doesn't actually have damage. It was Stroll that suffered the most of it, missing his whole right wing in the process of just at turn 1. Now here we go though, Russell getting the move on via Robotuan. They're going to go side by side. Jochen. Oh, the tires can go 8 laps, that's all I'm saying. They can go 8 laps and then you can potentially just go hazard the whole way to the end. Oh, never mind. Oh, that was a little bit of a cut there from Obi-Twan, but it didn't look too bad though. But where will they come out though? What tires are going to be sticking on? We'll see. This pit lane is so long. Looks like it's darkening, but it might just be me, but it looks like it's darkening up ahead. So where are they going to be coming out from? Where's Ace? So Terramis takes the lead, but where's this undercut actually going to work? Only just. Jochen's right there. So it was a very good undercut to say the least, but it's difficult to tell. It was a very good undercut. He didn't get past Jochen, who is actually net P1 right now, unless a safety car happens, and these hard runners are absolutely screwed because, well, they can go very long distance. They can go right around about 18 and you're just going soft. It looks like it's about to rain. If it rains, honestly, please, I beg, please, just rain. Honestly, I just want to see a bit of rain action. I just love rain completely. But here we go though, Vapor Hyperplane onto turn 10. Getting right behind his rear wing. But he's not going to send it though. The hard tires have just got no pace in them whatsoever. Like, at all. Like, look at that, just on the exit, you see the mediums just coming into play. Oh, you gotta watch that inside curb. You see how Soul loses it there. Honestly, it's scaring me how it looks this rainy. Honestly, Hyper is literally pushing him. Oh, we've got a retirement. We've got GML Panda. We'll go on board with that. That thing that's just in the exit. And he's lost, and that's a safety car being deployed, ladies and gentlemen. So right now, Terramitsu has been indeed saved. Oh no, he hasn't actually. Oh no. Please, no. Don't get disqualified, please, I beg, because normally the leaders aren't supposed to pass a safety car. I hope he doesn't get disqualified. Are they allowed to overtake it? Okay, good. Because I thought it was already saying catch, but it was like a Lightning McQueen moment there. They only just got past the bleeding safety car, because if he didn't, he would have been... He's chill, tap on the brakes. That was close. They were getting scared of that safety car. Everyone's getting scared of it. Everyone's getting feared of that safety car. But yeah, no one's gonna be bashing into the safety car. Stroll looked like he was about to reverse there, just put the car to a halt. But yeah, Terramis is leading. So right now he could just pit, and he pit at the perfect time to go into the hards, or necessarily the mediums. Yeah, the mediums can go 14 laps, and the hards can go 18. Oh no, you could actually just go mediums to the end, actually. Terminus could. Yeah, you could. So have medium or hard soft, which I wouldn't see anyone actually doing that because it'd be much slower, but... Then again, that's if you're very good on the hard tires to be doing that amazing pace, but when the safety cars get deployed, you can use that as an advantage and just pit to get that one stop out of the way. Yeah, Termin. Oh, B Morgan was hesitant there. I thought that was rain, like little rain, like graphics on the Williams, but it's not. I just had that feeling that it was genuinely gonna rain. Like, what if that happens? Everyone's on the dries and it starts raining on the restart lap. Oh no. Alright everyone, sorry for being a little bit silent there, but I was just finishing up on something. I just had to eat a quick thing. But it's away now, so we're fine now, but it's perfect timing that the safety car came up, but we'll be waiting for B Morgan to go for the safety car restart. We'll see when he goes. Going a little bit slow there. Interesting start for the safety car, but we'll see when he goes. And he's going now. He's getting ready to, he's just went full pedal to the metal, as George Morgan would say. And looking like a pretty safe restart. Drivers get very close, and FRL Soul already very hesitant to get for P2 right now, and Hyperlink gets a 3-second time penalty. Obi-Twan getting put in a sandwich now, and it's actually raining. So it's rained literally, as I just said. I literally said, imagine if it starts to rain straight after the safety car restart. And we've got rain, ladies and gentlemen. So you guys all on them mediums and them hards, was that the way? Was it the way now? Because now we're gonna have no traction on the slicks in the wet. Just gonna be drifting around Paul Ricard here, ladies and gentlemen. Might as well make it into a little bit of a rally and a drift car. But yeah, I kind of predicted it there a little bit. I did say, just what if it starts to darken up a bit, like darken down a bit, and then it rains after the restart, and it literally has. But here we go though. Jochen, he's getting demolished by a ton of people there, just getting past. But he's not going down without a fight. We're looking like for a free wide in turn 3. Not turn 3, turn 10. Oh, it's looking close. Oh, but Jochen's got damage. He's tapped the back of it. The Ferraris went up a little bit there. So it's just a drift centre right now. And it's gonna keep getting heavier and heavier. So we'll see what Old Wine does. We'll go on board with Old Wine, see what he does. He's not pitting. Oh, he caught a side by side. LRA's diving it down the inside. Not round the outside, actually, not diving it. Going round the outside, going the long way. Still going side by side, but yo, Dark Tuna needs to remember that this man's in a championship fight right now. His rival's right up there in P1, getting the max potential points, and he's not wanting to put up much of a fight. But Ace launches it though. But Dark Tuna's not backing out though for anything onto turn 2 now. He's getting a little bit shoved. But Ace is going to be absolutely fuming at this though, because it's just a reserve that he needs to try to get past. That he's just got one step, and that's it. Because he knows he has the pace to get right in front up to the front row. But it's just Ehos Tuna is a very, it looks like he's a very good defender. But yeah, DRS most likely will be disabled. But when do these drivers pit though? Because will it get heavier near the end? Because we're only lap 11 of 27, so there's still time for it to come over to a crossover point. The hards actually will be in their prime by the time, but they will be getting colder. They won't be temping up or getting any quicker. It'll be absolutely freezing. But here we go though. Oh, the side-by-side battle. This is looking like Obi-Twan and Jamal Bueno actually. I thought it was Ace. But here we go though. On them hards, they just look horrific to drive. When Ace finally getting the move done. Well, Dark Tuna having a little bit of a step out, but he's leaving Dark Tuna the room that he deserves on that outside line. He's forcing him to go the long way around. Then he's gonna have to worry about the inside, but he's gonna have to switch back it. But oh, Dark Tuna just plants the car there. Obi-Twan just pushing Ace round, but the DRS has been enabled. I'm a bit confused for that, but yeah, LR Ace is gonna have to remember that he is a driver that tends to get a little bit pressured, and then when pressure is not a good thing, especially in league racing, trust me. Once you get a little bit pressured, you need to use that and not get too upset with what happens, because well, being angry during a race, especially in the wet on the slicks, it's not one thing that you should be getting too annoyed about, because anything can happen. Anything literally can happen. Any yellow flags or safety cars. But we've got a spinner. It is Sarakaya and the Red Bull. He's lost it just on to turn 7. Oh, and looks like Raggy is going for the move on Bueno onto the chicane. Pretty simple place, but he will be a little bit worried though for the oh, who's that? Someone else has went wrong. That's actually Vero. So Vero was qualified 4th, and he's in 4th in the title, and he's sitting in 15th place right now, so it's not looking like a good race for him. to say the least. Romano says go Mail. Oh, and we've got another spinner. What's this? We're getting literally spins everywhere, but Mail is into P13 if you were wondering. The guy in the comments, yeah, he's sitting in P13, so he's very close to getting points. Oh, and we've got Vero in the wall again, and he's not got any damage, but Alex Pato has got damage for speeding the pit lane, but we'll see, is it going to be disabled? It's not, so we're still apparently good for the dries. It could be like how it was in Singapore. It was a wet race, like it was literally like this conditions, but apparently the dries could withstand it, and they went to the end on the dries. See, we've got 3 people on the intermediate, so we can see if really they're good, but Stroll's now around. Stroll is struggling right now. Defend the grip on them softs. The softs will be one of the worst ones, but the more harder and more grippier tires will be much more better, but it's just looking like it's just survival right now for the F7 drivers here at France. Look at that, Faith Hyperlin getting the DRS on the hards. He's going to put a fight against the mediums. Soul's just, I think everyone will just be scared, because, well, this is the best opportunity for people to go for points, because in wet races, especially on the slicks, one little mistake and you're around. Here we go though, Dark Tuna getting past LR Ace, so Ace is just, he's going to need to remember that he's all fine. There's a driver in 3rd place who has a penalty, so there's still time for that podium, but he won't be able to shake off the fact that his championship rival, who's only 2 points behind him, is sat in P1 right now. That will be getting into his head a little bit, especially on his birthday. He'd want the win. But here we go though, DRS has been disabled, so it's been disabled at the perfect point for the drivers to start to pit onto the intermediates. Remember, do not go wide or cut the pit lane. Just gonna be gathering for it. Oh, Dark Tuna! He might have done it, but so did Obi-Twan. Oh, they're going side by side in the pit lane! And he's hit him! He's actually hit him in the pit lane, as I have a horrific voice crack. But he's actually just hit him into the pit lane. I don't actually know who that was. Someone got damage. Oh, and the McLarens are double stacking now. Oh no. Wait, so who had the damage? It's not him. Is it Stroll? Someone had damage because I saw it. Oh, that's gonna... Oh, that's really gonna irritate me now. It was the Haas of Russell. Someone got bashed into from behind on the stream, so I'll have to look back at that, but we'll see later. Where's Mail gonna come out from? He's on the intermediate as well. This is amazing for him, actually. He's done a fantastic strategy. He did an undercut and then it got disabled, so he's sat in P7, so never mind about me saying, you should not be saying go on Mail. He's in 13th. He's now in 7th place now. Looking pretty strong for the Ferrari. Both of the Ferraris in 2nd and 7th. It's looking like a good result for them. But yeah, it's starting to rain down. You can see the puddles starting to form. It looks amazing at this track. I just can't take, you can't take that away from this game. It's not the best of the bugs, but the way that they make the rain look in this game is amazing, really beautiful. Here we go with Dark Chin up. Him and Ace are almost like two shadows just battling out. They're both identical with their sending and all that. Stroll gets a 3-second time penalty for, I'd assume that's exceeding. Vamos, keep pushing. Mail is doing a very good job. He's sat in 8th place, so he's indeed gotten overtaken. But Hyperlin looks like a beast in the pit, in the wet. He's gonna go for the move on the inside. No way! Oh, but he's done it! He's actually got him done on the traction. So he's looking like he's very good in the rain. But we've got a second retirement of Sarah. Well, that caused a safety car. Alex and Vero. Sat in 15th and 16th. Alex losing a bit of the rear there, but not too much to ruin him. But still got that sector 2. It might not be a safety car, and it's not. Oh no! Hyperlin, just as I said, he was good in the rain. He has lost it completely, but he hasn't got damage, so he can keep going. And he's only going to lose a few positions, but he's not that far off with the points. So this would be a great recovery drive for him if he can somehow still get into the points from that little mistake that he made. But 4.6 seconds between Old Wine and B Morgan. So Old Wine he's drinking some different wine, some wine that's giving him some superpowers right now, because he has got some pace in the rain. 4.7 seconds, 1.9. 1.4. Yeah, it's just insane how much it separates now from the rain. But here we go though, Obitwan about to make an overtake potentially in the rain, but it's just, when you don't have DRS, it's just slipstream, and you're just gonna have to save your overtake. Alright, it's a nice little battle here, but we'll keep an eye on this. Yeah, it's just nothing too much is really gonna happen, but you got a 4-way battle for P9 actually. P10 is still in there, still in the rope spot. P9 is what they'll most want here, but big transition though, ladies and gentlemen. We just had a nice summer's day, people having some ice cream, and now it's just went completely dull. And here we go, Harpelin sending it down the inside on Obitwan for P10, still going side by side. And is Obitwan actually going to lose 2 positions in the making of just 1 corner? Russell will send it down the inside. Obitwan going a little bit wide, but he's going to keep that defensive line on the inside, but he goes a little bit too wide, a little bit too deep for Obitwan as well. And I think Russell has got that move done and dusted, but you cannot clear that off yet. Obitwan's still in the back of him right now. But overall though, I just think this race is just going to be a reminder of just it's just a matter of, if you make a mistake, that's just what it's going to come up to. Is if you make a mistake, that's the only error I can see with this, is that if someone else makes an error in front of you, that's how you're going to get this position. Most likely not through an overtake on the straight, because, well, rainy circumstances around here. It's going to be an interesting card to see if anyone plays that type of card by sending it, or even getting it done on the straight, but we'll see. Mail looking for it, but it's just like I was saying, there's nothing really that's going to be provided now. We've got the nice little bit of sandy business, but Harpelin is not done though, going round the outside. No. And he's actually got it, so never mind. Harpelin just keeps proving it wrong every single time, and he's really doing a fantastic recovery drive. But here we go, Russell though with an amazing straight line speed, looking for that room at turn 10, but he's just not getting. I don't know, but he was looking for that bit of room though. But Rag goes insanely wide, going to explore the. He's making a little bit of a new track for himself. He's just going to wreck into the street. So yeah, I reckon go a little bit more wider with the track. But yeah, he's sat in P12. He's lost a position from that and time. I'm just making sure that I don't actually have that on the leader, because I was just making sure, because that is amazing how he's got 5.3 seconds, and then he's got 1.3 and then 1 point. Don't understand it, but fair play to him though. It's looking like Old Wine is proving that he's just going to win this race, but anything can happen. Safety cars can happen, and it can close down the time a lot, and then it's just be done, just like how it was at Zandvoort. I thought it was just going to be an easy win for. Actually, I think it changed a lot last week. I don't even remember who won last week actually, because the safety cars and all that stuff were getting deployed left, right and centre, so I wouldn't even be able to tell you guys, because I can't even remember. Oh wait, what? I thought I saw a side plate falling off there. That's why I instantly went back on him, but I might have just been seeing things. But even that battle for P9 is already separated. How? We literally just went through 1 lap, and it's already separated to the point that it's already separated. All of them are separated by a second. I'm very confused right now. So a second behind and a second in front, and 3 seconds, 6:10. I'm so confused on how each driver is now just separated by a second between each other, except Obitwan and Rag. No, now they've oh, what is going on? Everyone's just getting farther and farther away, and I have no talking to do because everyone's just separating each other. We just have to wait on a mistake or any safety car that gets deployed. If I could press a button on this game, just to press safety car and get it deployed, I would do that right now, because literally, it's just everyone's gapping by a second. But overall, though, I cannot complain. We've got Stroll, he's retiring in the pit lane. So, yeah, most likely. Oh dear. Still got that set to free, but Oh, and Alex has we just had 2 retirements, one from a Red Bull and one from a AlphaTauri. They're just once you see the once you know that you're at the back of the grids near around that, then you need to know that there's kind of no coming back from that, and his AI stuck on soft as well. I think that's where he retires, which is unfortunate. I don't know what he would have stuck on because he was just on for a good position. 5.8 seconds, 4 turns between B Morgan, and it has actually stopped raining, so we're coming to a crossover point, which could put a big needle right into the whole strategy of everyone. It's starting to brighten up again, and maybe not the spray is going to disappear. That'll maybe take it. Right. What is going on with this game? It literally just says, don't cut the pit lane. Right, B Morgan. The target stop! Oh my god. Oh no. He's going to have like 10 seconds now because he's done that twice. Oh no. Ace is actually. Oh, this isn't good for you, mate. Dark Tuna is just. He went past the lane. I was on. I can't. And Obi-Wan, he's staying out. What a legend. He's actually staying out in the intermediates, even though the DRS was enabled. He'll put up a fight on them intermediates, even though he might get smoked. Fair play to him for stuff going on. Not wanting to double stack with his teammate, but I would have just said double stack. But oh, that is so unfortunate though. Dark Tuna might have just ruined, well, a P4 actually, not a podium, because B Morgan actually got in front of him. But Ace has he's stuck on the mediums, which can last 14 instead of the softs, which can last 8 laps. And we're roundabout kind of come to 8 laps, so he could have just stayed on the. Nah, I honestly I don't know. I'm just still surprised about what old like Dark Chin has done. I've never seen that in my life. I've never seen someone pass the pit lane and just slam on the brakes, go full 360 degrees all the way to the pit lane. He literally turned the wheel upside down and just. I can't believe that. That is honestly amazing, but most likely he might get a penalty for it. But overall though, Old Wine leading the race. Now we've got Obi-Wan now pitting now. But that is honestly upsetting to see. Dark Tuna is going to be in a podium, but Soul goes wide and then he wants to rejoin the line as I'm not even there. Oh wait. Marco, Alex Passo. Oh, you're Alex Passo, right? Yeah, yeah. It's unfortunate for your retirement, but just put it in the steward's office when it opens up, or if it's already open now, just put fire on a report. But yeah, don't cause any arguments in the chat or in the stream. But yeah, if that is the case, it's unfortunate for you because you did look like you were having a very strong race for your debut. Dark Tuna though, he's potentially kind of ruined his chance at a podium. So technically it's now net P2. Wait, no, actually, never mind. Oh, I didn't realise that actually. Dark Tuna is now in second place, not third. So Dark Tuna plus the penalties that he's gonna get for most likely the pit lane. Because I'm not a steward, but I would know that he's done that thing twice now with the pit lane. So if it put Ace into third place and Dark B Morgan in second. So yeah, Ace is just gonna be one to battle. Like if Ace stuck on the soft, he'd get past the medium much easier because well, the softs are 1.1 seconds quicker than the mediums. 1.7 seconds quicker than the hards, so Ace has kind of played something not the right racing instant, but unlucky. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, absolutely. An LR commentator, me, LR Delta, commentating over an LR driver, potentially gonna get a podium. It's his home race, and yeah, the win will be there for him. But like I told him in the LR chat, like these sorts of chat, just push to get your best result. You don't focus on the win because you'll just put pressure up on yourself. You don't want to be annoyed during your birthday. You can only be happy with a podium. You can only be happy with a podium. And there's plenty more races to come. But here we go though. Ace going for it right now. Going for his net P2 if we add on the penalty that Darktuner might have for the pit window things. But yeah, here we go though. Ace, if he was on them soft tires, he could have done it. But Old Wine 6.5 seconds clear. So Old Wine, unless he's done anything bad that's happened, but I haven't seen anything that he's done wrong. He's been in P1 the whole time, and from him starting basically almost dead on last, second last, and now he's in first place. So he has planned this strategy perfectly. I cannot discredit him from that. He has done this strategy perfect. But it's amazing to see though that he's done. And he's getting the fastest lap as well. Like, you cannot discredit this man. He is going for this championship, but Darktuner instantly takes it away from him. So it's becoming that effect that we've got the two championship rivals, first and technically second place, if we take away the stewards thing, because, well, my overall opinion, I think he might get a penalty for it, because he literally stopped and then rejoined, and then that caused other people behind to get damage. As Vero gets 3 second time penalty, but we're stuck on the strategy, not the strategies, the time penalties. We have Ephraim Soul, 6 seconds, and then we just have the remainder of Russell, Hyperlin, Rag, Obitwan, Jema Bueno, all with 3, and then we've got Vero with 6 as well. Talking of Vero, we've got a retirement in the pit lane, so yeah, we've had a couple of retirements here at France. Almost said French. We've had a couple of retirements at France, but then again, it's some people's best track, and some people just don't like the track at all because, like, some people say it's just a DRS train. And Soul is now on 9 seconds. I just saw it for a glimpse there. But yeah, overall though, you can only try your best. The tracks that people don't like, you can sweat it, and then you can get that point. So let's see, is there... Why does it look like he's going to darken down again? Honestly, if it goes wet again, I'm honestly going to flip. If it just starts raining, I'm honestly just going to, like, quit. Because if it can somehow just go from bleeding... It better not. It better not go bleeding wet, because it looks like it's about to darken down now, but I'm not too sure. It might just be the nature of just this dull track. But, yeah, Ace. 4.6 seconds off Darktuner, so I don't see him catching, because, well, each lap the mediums are going to get quicker, and each lap the softs are going to get even more quicker. So it's not even a fight for Ace. The best Ace can finish is third, but then if the stewards come in, then he can potentially get second place, which will not put that big of an impact between him and his championship rival sat first. But then if you had the fastest lap point that Ace could potentially get, but Obitwan has got it, I'm pretty sure, on the 3 lap old hards. Not hards, softs. Oh, I was literally just checking that there and I saw it. But lap 24 and Old Wine is still leading this race, but just off of dominance though, he showed that he's good in the rain and he's good in the dry. So no one can discredit him. I can't even discredit him. Even though my mate LR is, as a fellow LR guy, is sat in P3 and I want him to win at his home GP. Old Wine has been in P1 since the bleeding start. His strategy's been perfect, he's timed it, so obviously you can see that he's practiced a lot, because 6.3 seconds, just pure pace. Darktuner, trying to get some few extra points from for his reserve fill-in, doing a little bit of a drift there, but didn't even lose him even a bit of time. He's still gaining time to Ace. So he's going to be extending that gap, but we've got Mail right on the back of Soul, so we'll see. He's just too far back. What about Obi-Twan? He's pretty much close to Johan, but yeah, it's just a domino effect between them. You have to be so close to them to get the move done. We'll see Soul looking like he's struggling a little bit there. Mail having some interesting shifting there. He kept it in 8th gear for a breaking point. Seven seconds now. What is going on? It is just changing every single time, and it's getting. Here we go. Here is the sun, the sunny skies that we've been looking for, ladies and gentlemen. Just to end the race off, we've got the nice sun. So we've started with dry quali, dry race stint, then a wet stint. So we've had a soft into soft basically. So the drivers that stuck on the mediums and all that stuff would be a little bit upset because, well, the alternate strategy is a much stronger strategy, but Old Wine timed it perfectly. He timed it absolutely perfect, and he had that wet pace to extend the gap, so then he pit and he still came out in the lead. But here we go though, Mail for the second time now, gonna get the slipstream. He most likely will get this move done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, diving it down the inside, not looking like he's had to fight for it too much. Into turn 9, getting a good exit as well, and so it's gonna have to yield. But here we go, the other McLaren getting past Jochen now, so that was interesting there. Both of the McLarens went for amazing moves at the exact same place. But the VER drivers who started first and second, I'm pretty sure, are now not in a good race result for them. But yeah, it's extending much more between these two. But here we go though, onto lap 26 now. Old Wine in the distance. If you look at your track map, you see him out there on turn 3. So he's got an immense gap right there. But you can see in LRS's on board, you see Dark Tuna so close there. But yeah, we will be getting the interviews in. I'll make sure to do them 100% this time, because, well, it's an amazing race to comment on, but Jochen gets a 3-second time penalty for just one of the most upsetting places to get it as well, turn 1. But I think it's kind of easy to tell who is most likely going to win this race, and it's going to be Old Wine though. Unless Old Wine somehow gets a puncture, or he slows down and starts doing donuts and then gets a penalty for staying on the track on a dangerous place. That's the only way I can see this. 7.5 seconds, he's still gaining time. He's still gaining a lot of time. 7.7 roundabout now. So it's teetering around that now. 7.5. I love that camera angle. It's one of the nice. I love this track. I love commenting over, but I cannot complain about it. The guys provided a lot of amazing results and battling, even in the wet and the dry. So I cannot complain. But here we go though. Old Wine. You can hear the crowd even clapping. Crowd is cheering on for the Williams driver, as he's going to be leading the championship by the end of this race by a good couple of points. But not too much though, because Ace sat in the podium position, but the one driver that can put a stop to that is going to be B. Morgan. But if Dark Tune does get penalties for the pit lane incident, he will still be on the podium. But this is for 2nd place right now. And I'm a little bit worried because it genuinely looks like Ace is catching up a crap ton. Oh my god, his tires are actually dead, like completely. I don't like this. His tires are actually went really bald, like grained pretty badly, for that just being like dead on lap. Well, this is a bit interesting. He's gonna make it obviously though, but that's really worrying. Wait. No, he's most likely. I'm so confused. Oh, he's lost 2 seconds this lap. I'm getting worried for dark, you know. But we're gonna go on board with the man who's been at the front for the whole race here at Paul Ricard, celebrating with his team, going for the right side, about to cross the line to win here at Paul Ricard for the French GP. But who will get second place? Will it be Dark China? And it is. But then followed through with LRAce finishing 3rd place, with B Morgan 4th, and the Ferrari man Male for his Tifosi wagging the wheel to finish in the top 5, followed through with Emerald Russell in 7th place, with Tiramisu in 6th. 8th we have Vapor Hyperlin, and then 9th we have Obi Twan. 10th we have Vito Jochen, and then I will read you guys also the top 10. But look at them tires of Jochen though, they look absolutely shredded. Right, but we will do the interviews, but I was just putting a message. But outside the top 10, we have FRL Soul, Ecos Rag, JML Bueno. Then we have the retirements, which are Vero, Alex Pato, Stroh, Sarkat, and JML Panda. And then I'll run you guys off the top 3. Very professional. We have SKGR Old Wine, Dark Tuna, and LR Ace. So we'll get the interviews done right now, so we can just check them out. But well, doesn't look like that's actually well, do the interviews right now. I'll just get. They have the Frenchman. Hello. We'll just wait for the other 2, and then if it's just you, then we'll interview you. But how are you doing? Are you?
That was a hard race.
Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna ask you about that. It looked pretty. It looked like a very tricky race. I literally called that it was gonna rain. Like I didn't even know it was gonna rain at the end of the safety car because I just said, "Oh, imagine if it just rains after the safety car," and it did.
Yeah, the starting in mediums was better, I think.
Yeah, I'll just wait on these other two, and then if they join, which I hope, that would be great. If just wait for them.
He didn't active hello his voice last.
Hmm.
Allow his voice last race.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, I forgot to. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I was told about that. I got DM'd about that, saying sorry about my voice or something like that. Yeah, if he joins, I'll ask him, but I'll give him like 10 more seconds. And I'll just interview you. Right, Old One says yeah, that he will be doing interviews. He says tell me about the settings if you can. Right, okay. I'm gonna have to do this very quickly. Oh, Dark Tuna. Yeah, yeah, he's most likely. Yeah, he stopped the car and then he continued again. I saw that.
See 2 times he cut, so but yeah, I lagging a little bit, so I don't know what's happened with my connection, but
It didn't seem too bad.
a red, a very bad connection and teleportation, etc. So
Yeah, I was just sending him a photo telling him what to do. You just press the share button, and then you go to audio settings, and then you tick all the boxes, and then when he joins the party, I'll have to get him to do the always allow one. There we can go. But
yeah,
yeah, Dark
I got
Tuna. Yeah, I swear he did it 2 times though, cause he
red
went a bit
cross.
wide on the first one, cause he caught like half of his car was on the line, but I don't know if you can get a penalty for half of it. But it was only on the stream. But I
Who?
might be mistaken. Dark Tuna.
Yeah,
But I
but
know the other one though. That was the other one.
yeah,
The
yeah. The
other
first,
the
I
first
think
one when
he
half of his
cut
car was
by
off.
one wheel, but I think
The other one kind of rounded it off when he
yeah,
went
I
a
will
little.
report only the second one because it's very dirty.
Mm, yeah, it could have. And people did actually get damage off it as well because some people braked because they had to avoid them. Right. Okay. I'll interview you first, Ace. Then we'll go to Old Wine. But I don't actually think so because I did tell him that he can join because he was wondering, but it doesn't sound like he's gonna join. He's saying some yeah, he says I'm going to sleep. Alright, okay, so we'll just go through to you, Ace. So tell us about how you felt throughout the very interesting dry to wet to dry race. How
Mm.
did you feel throughout that?
Today was a hard, a good but a hard day for me because yeah, it's my birthday and
Yeah.
I didn't practice today, so I turned on the PlayStation 5 minutes before the race, and my quali was I don't know. I did a mistake. I think I was able to take the pole, but I did a little mistakes in the second sector, so starting P4, and I saw Old Wine was P17 or 18. I don't remember, but he starting on medium, I think,
Mm.
and I did my best to have a good a good pace, but that was I think I don't remember if for my first pit stop if we got a safety car or not. I don't remember, but yeah, I put. No, we don't have a safety car. I remember because I did an undercut. We I put the mediums because it was too hard to keep the soft, and I got a good battle with Dar. I don't remember his name.
The tuner guy?
Yeah, and good battle with him, and the safety car. We got a safety car. If I remember, and at the end, the track was drying, and we were able to put soft or mediums. I choose medium because in a hero 2 weeks ago I did a race here, and that was exactly the same condition, and we put the guys who put the soft were very had very tricky wheels at the end of the race, so I chose mediums because I remember this, and I think that was the good strategy because at the end I catching up I catched up the racing point, I think, and but Alderain don't use his soft tire, so it was better for him, and congrats to him because he did the best strategy.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a very interesting race. I'd honestly did not expect it to go from how I predicted. Just as a joke, I was just gonna say, like, I literally just said, "Oh yeah, be funny if just as we crossed the line it'll start raining." It literally just poured it down. But yeah, it was an amazing race. Obviously, happy birthday, and it's congratulations to you getting a
Thanks.
podium. And also your home track as well. It's a good result.
Yeah.
The P1 should have been there for you, but then again, you cannot complain. You made the French fans in the game very happy, and potentially any French viewers that were watching the stream very happy. But very successful race for you though at France. But you've always got to focus forward. You can never look back at the past throughout them. But on to round 7, we have a track that some people may not like, but then some people might like it. But it's always a track that could be won on pens. It's the Canada GP or the Canadian GP. How are you feeling through there? Do you feel like you'll be confident? Do you feel like you can maybe win it through pens, or do you think you'll win it through pace? Do you feel like where do you particularly feel you'll finish that track, like for there?
It's it's a very hard track because the penalties are very important.
Yeah.
So I did an event with Leonis, and I finished P2 or P3, I don't remember.
Not bad.
So that was a good race. So I hope do the same or even better.
Yeah, absolutely. If somehow someone gets no pens around there, I'll genuinely be surprised. But yeah,
Yeah,
congratulations though on finishing third. But then if Dark Tuna gets that penalty, which I could tell you right now, he'd most likely will get a penalty because
yeah,
well, he kind of stopped and then cut the whole circuit.
yeah. It's a
So yeah,
very
congratulations on your third or second after
yeah.
this
Thanks.
race. But yeah, congratulations. But we'll move on to the race winner, Old Wine. Hello, Old Wine. Hello. Just I'm gonna ask you a quick question in a minute. I'm just gonna pop up the stream and like just as you speak, I'm gonna turn up the audio and see if I can hear you on the stream. And if I can, then we're good. Just do not worry. Alright, just say a couple words. Say your gamer tag for a second. Just 1 minute. No, it can't hear you for some reason. I don't know how I'm gonna do this actually. Are you on your mobile or are you on your like thing?
Yeah, I'm actually on my phone.
Oh, that's probably gonna be it might make a difference, but I can ask you the interview and then I can just try summarize it for the stream, like simple it down a bit. But just give us a short, like obviously you can't give a long answer because I wouldn't be able to remember it. But run us through how you felt on your qualifying, and we'll get that out of the way. Mhm. Mm. Yeah, 17. Alright, so I'll just try translate as much as I can to the stream. But yeah, basically Old Wine started on the mediums, correct? You started on the mediums and you were a bit surprised on how far off you were on the pace. And then you felt like you could do much better in the proper race against the drivers with your pace. And you qualified 17th, second last. And yeah, basically you felt much more confident when you were into the race, but well, we've got really nothing to ask you about the. Well, I've got nothing really to ask you about the race because you basically led the whole thing. I was expecting like something different to happen, but I'll ask you about just like one question. I won't need like a super long answer, but just did you do more practice in the rain or the wet? Like, sorry, that made no sense. Did you make more? Did you do more practice in the dry or the wet? Because you seemed like you had good pace in both of the weather circumstances. Under practiced, right? Yeah.
Thanks.
Alright, so basically stream, same as Ace, Oldwine didn't do actually that much practice as he should have for, actually did no practice for the dry, as he said, sorry, not the wet, but he didn't do as much as he should have, normally, and, well, it's a bit odd to say that both of you are on a podium with basically no practice, but there's other people that are practicing, so it's just gonna confuse people on what they're doing wrong if you both can just hop in for like 5 minutes, get to the gist of the game, and then boom. It's gonna annoy a few people just hearing that you both have done barely any practice, neither in the dry or the wet, and you guys have pulled out that result. But I would normally ask my co-commentators if you got any questions for you, but obviously it's just me. But on to Canada. I'm just gonna ask you just how are you feeling for there? So I'm gonna give you three things. Do you feel like you're gonna do bad, good, or just shocking? Like how do you genuinely feel like you're gonna do for that track? Do you feel like you're gonna do good or bad at Canada with the penalties? Oh, you're on the controller, okay. Yeah. Absolutely. It's a bad track. Absolutely. Yeah, it's an amazing track in real life. Everyone loves that track,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's a very good track. But yeah, basically what Oldwin said was it's a track that he doesn't like at all. But it's going to be a tricky track for him as he's on a controller with the chicane that's deadly. Basically just the chicane of death. It's like the chicane in Australia. It's just a deadly chicane for controller and wheel players, especially with no traction. It'll be also difficult to keep out of that wall. But yeah, congratulations to you two and whoever's in third place by the end of the stewards. But yeah, best of luck to you both tomorrow. You both are in a very close championship fight now. If Ace finishing second and then you finishing first, you guys will be much more close, like even closer this time. Because before this race, you guys were only 2 points, so it might have extended a little bit, maybe like 5 or 6 points, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, congratulations both of you finishing this race with your front wing and with your tires intact in both conditions, the dry and the wet. But thank you to everyone who has been watching the stream from an absolutely amazing race to commentate over, but we will see you at for the next round next week, so make sure to tune in on that at PSGL. Goodbye.